Good. Good, good, good. I think it's beginning to start connecting.
I'm looking out the main door. I'm out in the hall. I don't see you in front of the ship yet.
That might be because I'm slightly under the ship.
Also, I don't think it automatically docks, does it?
The magnet should pull it in, so...
But that depends how close you really are.
I'm pretty close. My problem is
Oh wow,
significant.
there you... I see you. Hello?
Yeah, you could
can see
jump
you in the
onto me
helm
if you
there.
wanted.
The key here is patience.
The problem is, I'm unfortunately running low on battery.
Sounds like you need to plug AC in then.
Yeah, and by doing that, I can take control of the ship. Because I'm pushing a lot of buttons per second here, just to keep this thing moving.
It looks like the back section is actually staying really solidly at relatively zero velocity. So this section is pretty stable. It's just sitting here.
Because you have autopilot.
Well, no, I don't have it enabled. If I had that enabled, this thing would move. It would be moving a lot. That's the thing.
Yeah, it twists. Alright, I'm coming up just a little bit. I was told by Commander that there is a possibility of doing this on its own, like the vehicle automatically doing it.
Yeah, but that would require some pretty precise autopilot shenanigans. Ooh, I might want to back up here.
Autopilot bringing me back just a little bit. It's really having a tough time right now.
Your back section is lodged into the corridor.
That might be the problem.
Also, I don't have autopilot enabled. I'm just hovering at a set height. That's all I'm doing.
I'm trying to turn this thing forward just a little bit. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to. Give me a second. That'll do the trick.
Ah, there you go. You're no longer lodged in.
Alright, I believe we have successfully docked.
Oh, yep. I just have confirmation in the engineering department. We have connection. Alright, I'm going to turn off my stuff then, since we don't need it anymore.
Oh boy, I'm not sure, but I think the autopilot for the whole ship is taking in now.
Alright, I'm going to come over to the command module.
I'm setting some height control right now. Setting us to decent here.
Well, we are almost upside down, sir.
Wait, what? What is happening? I think the connection might have been a bit rough. We both have separate things.
No, I turned everything off on mine. And by the way, the stuff in my end, do you have autopilot enabled?
Yeah, at the moment I just turned it on. Yes.
Yeah, but when the command module is connected to the rear section, and all the autopilot stuff in the engineering does not do anything. Because autopilot is all strictly in the command module when the command module is connected. Also, you don't have your navigation lights on.
I don't?
No, you don't. You would press 2 on your, I think. There you go. Now we have our navs on.
Are the lights on, the strobe lights?
Yeah, those are already on. Those are already on. You just didn't have your nav lights on, that's all.
Oh, no. I think I just clicked 3 again. Are they off again?
Yeah, they appear to be off now. No, they're on.
Alright.
They're on now.
Alright, good. So, we have autopilot back. Now that we have autopilot back.
I mean, you should have had autopilot while you were disconnected. I mean, I would imagine the front section should have its own autopilot system since you can set it.
I think it does, but unfortunately it wasn't working for me. Yeah, so we should be getting close to the to where we need to be. I set
Alright,
the
I'm coming up to the
coordinates.
command module.
I set the Why is everything out of place if it's not set?
Loading vehicles.
Yeah, everything. Also, everything in this vehicle is kind of like disconnecting. And holy moly, that is not good. That shouldn't be happening.
Disconnecting?
Like it's not even set. Like it wasn't built set or anything. Maybe the height is a little bit too high. Set for.
Also, we have, I'm picking up two, I'm picking up two entities on our sensors here. There's two, what appear probably two vehicles in the water. One of them might be the ship you rescued me from. Remember my ship?
Yeah, give me a
I think that's off
second.
our port side here. Unless it's the one in our starboard.
Set waypoint. Alright, I'm changing the coordinates as of right now.
Why?
Confirm coordinates to enter the location, to get closer to the location of these vehicles. Oh boy, what is...
Alright, I'm going back to engineering.
I'm also going to change our height. Just give me a second here.
Actually, I'm going to the tractor beam.
Want to confirm. Is the tractor beam, like, I wish it would actually work and like actually teleport you to like super specific.
You're talking about the teleporters.
Oh yeah, the teleporters. Get the tractor beam ready, then I get. We're gonna
I'm
see
not
if we
sure
can pull
that
one of these
the
things.
winch is going to be strong enough, though. That's the thing.
Ever since this reconnect, this thing is kind of bugging out. It looks like what appears to be another one of us upside down, and the other one seems to be a yacht.
Yeah, the ship that's upside down in the water, the shuttle that's upside down, that was my shuttle. The one that
Which one?
the fuse blew off,
Should
and
we-
I lost power to pretty much all of my systems. And then when it hit the water, it experienced separation.
Which one should we rescue? This boat seems to be
We
floating, so I
might
don't
be able to
think it
pick up
needs
the
rescue.
yacht. How big is the yacht? Well, how much mass do you think it has?
In comparison to us, it probably would be the size of our back end. And it doesn't have any magnets on it. Yeah, the yacht's not that big.
Well, when you do get to the yacht, disable autopilot because I can control the ship. I have some controls over the ship when I'm in this seat. So when we get there, if you disable autopilot, I can actually move the ship where it needs to be with my own controls to position myself to pick up the yacht, or try to pick up the yacht. I have tried picking up a boat once before. I did pick it up successfully, but I think I went up too fast using the automatic height control, and it disconnected. And then the winch managed to lodge itself inside the hull. So that was lovely, getting this whole breach patched up.
Alright. We should be getting real close to it.
Who knows, maybe that's related to how my ship decided it was gonna blow a fuse. Maybe there was a piece of metal stuck somewhere and it finally fell into a place it wasn't meant to. I mean, I know one thing, my warp core hasn't been working, so
Lowering height.
it's not like I could just use the warp core.
We're directly above this. Would you like to drop down and see if it's functional?
Oh, I can see it now on the through the window here. Like I said, if you disable autopilot, I can manually control this thing. Let me get my display up here.
Should I move just a little bit lower? Autopilot disabled. I will be lowering height to 15.
This height might be enough.
However, we have a problem where I think the autopilot might have been useful. We realize where we're going. I'm going to re-engage autopilot. confirm autopilot. Engaging autopilot. Is the tractor beam ready?
I'm pulling the cable back up now.
You're deactivating the tractor beam? Okay. There seems to be a problem. The height is taken to a mind of its own. We're going up higher than what is reset. Can the tractor beam reach some of that? I'm not sure where we're going. The height says that we're at 25. What is happening? We're
I don't
heading
know.
over
According to my
boat.
sensor here, the boat that we're trying to pick up is to our.
Oh no. We have a situation. We have a serious situation.
I don't know what that means.
We're coming down. We were heading up to a high altitude. Apparently the autopilot has a mind of its own right now.
Are you sure you're not just being incompetent? We have an OB on board the ship.
No, we do not have.
Do you remember Private OB? He was him and Private Eugene.
Yeah, Private Eugene.
They got kicked off the orbital pretty quickly due to incompetence.
Private Eugene was left stranded in the ocean and has thereof began his revenge.
Oh, that was back when he tried to join the Coast Guard.
Yeah.
I bet that looked great on his resume trying to get on the orbital. That's probably why they got fired in their first sign of incompetence. Oh, I can see the boat now.
Orbital? You can see it? Alright, we're getting over pretty close. Should I lower just a little bit?
I'm gonna start dropping the winch. Don't bother with the height.
You sure?
Yeah.
We can't just
10-4.
go down like a couple?
Well, I think we're fine at this height. I just need to engage. Okay, magnet has been enabled. I don't see the winch quite yet on visual.
What is the difference between the? I know the reactor is what keeps the ship up and floating, but what about the computer? What does that do?
That basically disables my ability to do anything because I need my display here.
We're floating around just a little bit. Are you sure? Is that due to what you're doing? No. Should one of us go down there to see if we can hook up the winch to something?
It's a magnet that connects to. It should connect to anything. I just need to get to a sensible location. I mean, I suppose I could connect here, but that would be a bit silly.
I suppose we could go
I'm gonna
down
come up to the command module and see what's going on in the command module.
We could go down just a little bit. I can't see the ship, from the command module. There's no doors underneath. I think lowering the height might be just a little bit of use, maybe. I'm gonna try one of the doors.
Don't touch anything. I'm gonna come up there and see what I can do to gain control back here. Because I know this ship. I know how to use this ship.
I'm gonna try not falling out, so. Oh, this door.
Why does it sound like it sounded like the engine's cut?
What? The engine's better not have cut.
No, they didn't cut. It's just. I don't know. Yeah.
There was just a flip on the screen.
I'm gonna turn off autopilot here. I'm gonna keep auto hover on. Keep height control on. I'm gonna have autopilot disabled here.
Don't do anything crazy.
Should
I'm
be
next
stable.
to the door.
Oh, you have your impulse thrusters on, sir.
Oh, yeah, I leave those on. The autopilot keeps us not from moving. Keeps us from moving pretty well. Pretty good job at it too.
I'm gonna re-engage autopilot here. Have it move closer. That's why when you disengaged autopilot, we started moving. It's because you still had your impulse thrusters on, sir.
Yeah, that might be a problem. Well, the storage compartment looks clean. Somebody must have cleaned us out of all of our stuff. The restroom is good. Oh boy, really?
Yeah, I just disengaged autopilot. It's gonna try and stop its inertia. Or try and dampen its inertia using the down thrust.
So if I enter the controls, what could I do?
I would suggest waiting for me, because I know how to... Actually,
I
I'm going
almost
to re-engage
glitched out of
autopilot.
it.
I'm going to let it get as close as possible. I'm going to let it stabilize, and then I'm going to turn off autopilot.
I'm just gonna go to the sleeping quarters.
Yeah, that's fine. You can go and sleep. But once I'm going to get this... I'm going to try my best to actually pick up this yacht. But I need to be in a stable position first, and then once I'm in a stable position, I can go back to the tractor beam control, and I can vector the ship into the right position, pick it up.
Warp core. What does a warp core do?
The warp core is to power the rear of the ship when it's been disconnected. I had
So
to...
basically, when I
Yeah.
disconnected this, I completely deactivated the rear of this.
Yeah, I had to jump. I had to get over there and react. I had to basically jump start the warp core.
I basically ruined you forever.
I was able to get it
Almost.
back up, and I was able to get it operational before I hit the... I think I didn't even hit the water at that time. But something's definitely screwy with the with that warp core, because it kept shutting off. It kept cutting out on me. It did that like twice, I believe.
Interesting. Are we above the ship yet?
Our speed is we're currently at like 2 knots. Yeah, we're slowing down here. I might even cut out autopilot now. Let it stabilize. Oh, why is it suddenly going?
I'm in bed. I have no clue what you're talking about. What is happening? I'm getting out of bed to figure out what's going on. We seem to be leaning a little bit. I know that much.
Yeah, we appear to be moving. Impulse thrusters... Okay, well, apparently impulse thrusters are set to -1. That's the problem. We're moving backwards. I'm going to set that at 0. Okay, it's now at 0. Okay, I gotta let autopilot do its thing again. Because frankly, I prefer to let autopilot move in because it's a lot more precise and it compensates pretty well. At least this time I know the impulse thrusters are completely off. Alright, once we get to a low airspeed, I'm going to disengage autopilot.
It's getting night. We could go into the back, get on one of the beds and change day to night, go to sleep. Wait till daytime to continue.
Alright, I'm going to disengage autopilot right about now. Alright, that looks normal. Alright.
We're about straight on top of it. This door should be the one on top, so if I wanted to get out and get onto it, it should work, right? So what would happen if I activated the transporter while you are on it?
The transporter, I thought do you have a place to transport to?
I did set all about, I think the coordinates are set to about 10,000 away.
The transporter or an autopilot?
Oh, I don't know. Where is the transporter set to?
The transporter is, is there a place to beam to? That's the thing. Is there another
boat
ship to beam
underneath?
to?
Your ship.
My ship, though, you'd have to have coordinates, direct coordinates, because there's no power to that ship. You can't just beam to the other teleporter.
Okay, so I have a confession. I may or may not have ruined everything.
don't know. I'm gonna try and connect to this thing now. Alright, I now have full lateral and vertical control. Longitudinal. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the magnet here.
As I said before, I may or may not have ruined everything. So, forgive me, but I think I already ruined everything. So, on all seriousness, no longer role-playing. If I ruined everything, what would you do?
I don't know, I have complete control right now. I'm going to try and get this magnet somewhere sensible on the ship. Probably where I would guess the center of mass would be.
So if I activate the impulse thrusters and engage autopilot, and then jump out, what would you do?
I would probably be a bit annoyed because I didn't actually... I'm just trying to connect this, okay? Just trying to get connection.
I'll let you connect it. Don't worry, I won't ruin it.
And then we'll do our best to try and move it somewhere.
Yeah, we can move it to your ship. Closer anyway. It looks like you're doing pretty good. Should I get down there to guide you?
Why is that swinging so far?
I'm gonna go down there and see what's wrong. Is that okay?
Well, I mean, how are you gonna get back up though?
You can always just get closer to the ground and pick me up, you know? So, should I go down?
I don't think you need to.
Alright. I've been doing a lot of reading in the spare time here. I'm watching a lot of videos on how to do things. I wiped out I took basically everything I could possibly fit inside the matter transporter.
We have connection.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna
try and
start raising this. I don't know if this boat is too heavy or not. You should hear the thrusters start winding up.
Yeah, they're winding up significantly. By the way, everything in the storage room, I put it into my matter pen.
The magnet force seems stable. Right, I want you to get into the helm, and I want you to try and slowly move the ship upwards using your manual up control. And I mean slow too. Don't go too fast, or we will probably break the connection.
All right, we're beginning to move up.
Actually, you might need to disable height control.
I'm using height control. I'm going one at a time.
Oh, well, I would suggest turning off height control and just using manual. At least.
Alright, height control's off. Should I turn off? No, auto hover. We need auto hover.
Yeah, leave auto hover on. That just stops it from tilting too much. I'm keeping an eye on our magnet force.
Tell me when it's too much. Alright, now we're going up.
Well, it actually seems stable. I'm not seeing the meter jump very far. It's actually like below 1 at the moment.
How much force can this magnet handle?
I am not sure, actually. This doesn't say. Oh, we're up like 5, 6. I mean, the meter is not moving very far, so I think we're good.
I think this one can handle 100, just so you know, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it seems like it's not going too far up. It's not jumping. Alright. Maybe set the auto height to like 100 or something and let it just auto hover. We'll see how much.
Alright, let's see. I'm going to set the auto height to 30, confirm. We're just going to slowly, incrementally go up.
I'll let you know if I see it go really far up.
Once this boat is outside of the water, then I guess we can just yank it. I really don't want to yank it. I feel like that might ruin things. Oh, the boat's definitely tipping. We are a little bit more to the left side, the red side of the boat, than to any other side. Seems to be tipping towards the right.
Try setting your height to 50.
50 confirmed. We should go up faster now.
Yeah, the meter still really hasn't moved much. So,
Where do we want to take this boat once we have it?
I'd say maybe to the docks.
All right.
Like, let me look at my sensors here. Maybe take it over to... I'd say take it to 20,000, negative 30,000. Maybe pop that into your GPS and ready for autopilot. But don't turn autopilot on just yet. Just enter the coordinates. 20,000, negative 30,000. Or 30,000, sorry. Negative 20,000 and negative 30,000. Positive 20,000, negative 30,000.
Positive 20,000.
Yep. And negative 30,000.
Negative 30,000. I've submitted them. I have activated the. We don't seem to be taking. It's out of the water almost.
Try 100. Or try 150 height.
Alright. It's changing to 150 set. It's going out. I just think it's taking a while because of the way this thing rises. It's going to take a little bit. Are we going to the nearest island or to a different island?
It's a place with a dock.
To the dock?
Yeah, it's up, it's not too far away.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that has a decent sized dock, that one. 2030, yeah, I can set a waypoint there. To like an exact location. More exact than 2030, because 2030 I think puts us slightly above land. Yeah, I think it puts us above land. So here, I'll set a waypoint right there. Also, when it comes to coordinates, I personally don't like even numbers. I don't know why, but when it comes to fishing the boat fire, we have a mission. Do you want to attend to the mission?
We're busy. We're 10-9.
We're not going up. It's not going up. I don't think the engines have enough force to bring it up. I'm gonna see, maybe we can just drag it like this.
Yeah, assuming we don't have any landmass in our direct path. Yeah, we don't. According to our sensors, there's no landmass in our direct path to that island.
Alright. I'll engage autopilot.
Yeah,
Engaging
there's no
autopilot.
land. Yeah, there's no land
5,
in direct.
4.
You don't need a countdown.
3.
We're not
Alright.
NASA here. We're the Federation.
Our speed is fairly slow.
Oh, whoa,
It's
the
just
meter's
barely-
going way up, way up. We're at, okay, we just lost connection to the boat.
Are you
Yeah.
certain with that?
We're now, our magnet is loose.
Yeah, I don't think this thing can handle that.
Alright, well, we might as, we have a hull breach. The magnet is now inside the ship.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it isn't usually good when you have a magnet going through the hull.
I've set our coordinates. Oh, by the way, remember what I was telling you when I ruined everything? I cleared out our inventory and I set it into my matter pen. My matter pen is pretty full, other than like personal belongings. Yeah, just stuff. But I was considering abandoning ship with all of this stuff. You know, do you have your matter pen?
I did not purchase one of those.
Oh, it took me a year before I could purchase one, but I love it. I purchased it with the max amount of space possible.
They can't really... that's the thing, is that they don't really store too much matter in them, because they're quite small, the storage modules. So you have to carry, like, a couple tubes with you.
I paid extra to get max.
Yeah, even still, you'd have to carry, like, 2 or 3 to pick up, like, what's in our cargo.
Yeah, I may or may 10. I have a little case where I can carry all of them.
What I purchased was one of, you heard of Edifico, right? They have one of their, Edifico? They have, I forget what it's called here. It's called an atomic, trans-dimensional device. You can actually, open up, it's a trans-dimensional device here. You basically can open up a portal to, like, a pocket dimension. Um, and then
I think we're losing power.
you can actually set stuff.
The thing over there, it's showing some weird readings. I think we're kind of losing power. I'm not sure. Engineering. See, let's see. I'm gonna check the sensors. We look decently bad. Yeah, we're bad.
The lights just flickered.
Yeah, power's dropping. Power's dropping. I don't know what's happening.
The computers are flickering.
Oh, that's not good. Well, we're near our destination. I think I can manage.
The power on the reactor and the display went out. There should be an automatic failsafe that kicks on.
Nope, didn't kick on. Is it kicking on because we already hit the water? Practically hit the water anyway. Yeah, we hit water, just so you know.
The reactor did come back on.
I wonder. Here, let me... Oh boy, that's not good. I've been teleported outside the ship.
Well, the computers were on and now they flickered back off.
I think I was inside the, yeah, I was inside the teleporter. It just magically popped me outside.
Do you think there was a surge and it caused it to trigger?
Maybe. I'm gonna see if I can... I'm riding the ship at the moment, trying to get up. The ship is moving weirdly. Oh, I'm on the wing of the ship. If it continues to head to the coordinates that I gave it, I should be fine.
It can't. There's no power.
Did the power just turn off again? It's pointing straight up. Yeah, I'm gonna abandon.
Actually, autopilot isn't engaged.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
You know, it's a good thing that we had these little oxygen masks. You know? I'm gonna go try and engage the warp core.